Hey everyone, today I've got a short video explaining one of the best ways to farm a ton of bright dust this week. Starting in Shadowkeep, all of the cosmetics you dismantle will no longer reward bright dust, and this means a few things. You will no longer earn bright dust in the same ways as we do now. It's going to be earned more through gameplay rather than scrapping items from the store. I wouldn't really be surprised if it becomes harder to earn bright dust starting in Shadowkeep. Also, starting in Shadowkeep, you'll be able to claim old cosmetic items from Eververse through your collections without having to pay bright dust. And it's also going to be a lot harder to get everything from the store because of the lack of seasonal engrams. So in order to get yourself that mini sparrow that's on sale right now, or stock up for some of the new stuff coming in Shadowkeep because you know they're going to be sweet, then here's the method you can take advantage of this week and other weeks that this comes around. So I've been doing a lot of Eververse bounties to get my bright dust up after spending 15,000 of it on armor glows, and I usually try and go for the 70 and 150 bounties. Previously I would farm Escalation Protocol for something like the Stirring Up the Hive bounty, but Reddit user Lloydle made a post suggesting to farm this out in the beginning encounter of Crown of Sorrow. Now of course this only really works if you actually have bounty notes to spend, but assuming you don't often do Eververse bounties, you'll likely have a pretty good stockpile of them. I had about 350 at the beginning of this season. Loading into the Crown of Sorrow raid, you're actually able to kill about 8 knights per run, so it's going to take you literally 2 minutes to finish this bounty. What you can do after you finish the bounty and turn it in is head right back to Eververse and pick it up again. Of course the loading times vary, so if you're running on a legacy console without an SSD, it feels bad, man. With 14 of these bounties completed, you're looking at about 1,000 bright dust. And that's about for 35-40 minutes of gameplay. Is it a thrilling experience? No, of course not, it's a farm. But I figured I'd spread the word if any of you are looking to buy something from the store or are looking for some ways to prepare for Season 8. After all, we don't actually know what's going to happen to bounty notes. They may go away entirely. The way you get them right now is pretty much just by leveling up and getting the Eververse engrams. So make sure to put on a ghost shell that boosts your XP by 10% and use up all the well-rested buffs on your characters, and turning in those XP engrams are going to give you bounty notes. Unfortunately, there's no real way around that part. The Hive bounty this week costs 3 notes per pickup, so if this farm isn't possible because you're running out of bounty notes, then the next best thing you could do is just delete everything that you own that rewards bright dust. If you've been hoarding Eververse shaders, just shard them all. You'd be surprised at the thousands of dust you're probably sitting on with shaders, ships, sparrows, and ghost shells. It's safe to discard all of them because come October, all those things are going to dismantle into legendary shards and glimmer, and you're going to lose out on all that bright dust. The nice thing about this farm is that this bounty can be picked up over and over and over again, but one thing to keep in mind is if you claim the bounty while at the tower, you might have to go back to orbit and go back to Eververse, so try and claim the bounty while you're in the raid. Chances are there's more bounties like this that you can just speedrun and quickly finish over and over again. I'll update the pinned comment of this video and the description if I find any more in the following weeks that can be grinded out this easily. That's all for this video. If you'd like to support the channel, you can stick around and watch the rest of the footage. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one.